Welcome back to From the Long Box. This is Max and Chubbs, the Dude Brothers, and in today's episode, we're talking Iron Man. This is from my personal collection. What we have here, these two comics come from the Demon in a Bottle episode in the comic line. Now, this is from the Invincible Iron Man Volume 1 in 1979, issues 120 to 128. I have 126 and 127. Issue 128 is obviously the most known, and it has Tony Stark holding the bottle with the 5 o'clock shadow. But I lost that over the years. This was written by David Michelinie and Bob Layton, and the art is by John Romita Jr., Bob Layton, and Carmine Infantino. Now, 126 is one of my favorites here because it gives you the classic Mach 2 armor shining in all its glory, and I have a poster or two, but that's my most famous look for the armor. Then in 127, in that run, Iron Man fought almost all of his villains. This was done by Justin Hammer, who you might remember from Iron Man 2, but classic in its nature. Now, the other thing we have to show for you today.
And two, when I think about Iron Man, this is the outfit I think of. I mean, that's just, to me, that is Iron Man to me, you know. Obviously, the movie's got to make him cooler and stuff, but as far as comics go...
Yeah, they didn't even show one that looked like that, but I always remember him putting it on piece by piece. Now,
and he actually had to put it on instead of having robots dress him every time, like in the movies.
That's
He'd
right.
actually pick up his glove, put on his glove, you know. But
now, in 1984, actually May of 1984 to April 1985, Marvel put out Secret Wars, a 12-issue event. It was written by Jim Shooter with art by Mike Zeck and Bob Layton. And in that series, to go with it, the Mattel Corporation put out a series of action figures. And one of my prized, probably my most prized possession is this. Still in the bag to kind of help keep it. This is from the Secret Wars 84 adventure. Fun fact for everybody, in the Secret Wars 12-issue series, the person in the Iron Man suit is James Rhodes, not Tony Stark.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In there, he wouldn't take off the helmet because he didn't know if they would accept that he was in the armor and not.
No kidding.
So,
because when I think of Secret Wars, one of the things that comes up to me with the Secret Wars is the Spider-Man black costume, you know?
Yeah, we get the Venom
which
costume.
becomes Venom, but, you know,
Yeah.
Secret Wars, you think of Spider-Man black costume, which later became Venom. But I didn't know that about Tony Stark's not being Iron Man.
Yeah, he kept it on, and
very cool.
I remember as a kid, I had almost all the figures except Black Spider-Man, the Venom
I didn't
suit.
have that, yeah.
It was so sought after. I
Right.
lost my Captain America and my Spider-Man, but I kept my 1984 Secret Wars Iron Man armor, trying to keep it over the years. So this is some of my most prized possessions when it comes to Iron Man, and I hope everybody enjoys. And if you have any comments or you want to ask any questions or give us any info, please do. So, thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for more.
Comics.
That's right. Everything from the back issues where we, love to show anything and everything that comes from comics. So, from the Dude Brothers, Max and Chubbs, enjoy.